The best and most consistent way I have been able to play this hole is how we played it in tournament. The drawback to this shot is that if you hit a great ball, you're gonna probably go into the rough. So nothing on the pad to the left is working consistently for me. So I'm sticking with this shot because if I do hit perfect, chances are I will win the hole. You're gonna be playing with a plus 20% over adjustment at 30% slider. So again, put your slider of your club at 30%, and then you're going to do a plus 20% over adjustment. It usually equates to about 1-to-1 plus 0.1, and the higher wind you go, it'll equal around 1-to-1 plus 0.2. Your wind angle will determine what spin you use. A right to left wind, I do about 2 side spins to the left, and a left to right wind, I do about 3 side spins to the left. And then I'm offsetting it on the opposite side of where the wind is pushing. So if it's pushing left to right, I'm offsetting to the right of the pin. If it's a left to right wind, I'm offsetting to the left of the pin. I've noticed on this hole that when you get to the higher winds that adding curl to your shot is actually very beneficial. So here we had a 10 mile an hour. I would say anything over 9, I would start adding curl. I played 3 left spin and aimed to the left edge of the cup, adjusted my shot with a plus 20% over adjustment at 30% slider, and then added left curl to account for the wind push going to the right. Now, if the wind was going from left to right, I would have added baby right curl. And I suggest doing this with probably a 9 mile an hour or higher wind. Again, for this hole, you're going to be playing at 30% slider with a plus 20% over adjustment. So here I was playing around where I was aiming the ball with 3 left spin at the hole, and then I was adding spin to see what it would do to offset it itself. So I ended up with 4 left spin. So this hole you can actually play with to see how it works best for you. What I'm trying to do is stay as far away from that left rough as I can and seeing how the spin works, because if I hit a great left, it's going to hit the rough on the left if I basically aim or have my yellow too close to that rough. So I'm trying to kind of get further away from that rough and using spin to get my ball to go to the hole. So this ended up working out really well, so I suggest playing with this hole, not aiming so close to the rough and using spin to counteract the wind push. Again, you are playing at a plus 20% elevation with 30% slider in your app. So set your slider to 30% and then add plus 20%. Again, you're going to use around 3 to 4 left spin with a left to right wind, and a right to left wind, you're going to use about 2 side spins to the left. If you have a tailwind, you will use backspin, and if you have a crosswind, I suggest maybe a sliver of backspin to no spin at all. And if you have a strong headwind, you actually might use a little bit of topspin. I haven't quite figured out those, so this hole will probably be updated in the future. Here again we have another strong wind. I used 3 left spin to counteract the wind push and offset it to the left edge of the cup. A little bit of backspin as well. I then used a little bit of baby left curl to counteract that wind push. So I believe that in the stronger winds, using a little bit of curl is actually going to help you. So again, you're going to adjust your shot with a plus 20% over adjustment at 30% slider. Here I had actually a stronger headwind type of wind angle, So I actually played a little bit of topspin and it ended up working out really well. So about 3 left spin with a little bit of topspin, and I'm offsetting it to the left. I then play with a plus 20% over adjustment at 30% slider. Here again, since it was such a strong wind going to the right, I added baby left curl, and I seems to be working out really well adding the curl with these stronger winds. Another shot that you can try and play in a very strong tailwind is basically a max sniper shot. So here you're playing maximum distance with a plus 20% over adjustment. I should not have used full backspin here. I should have taken about 1.5 backspin off and then adjusted my shot with a plus 20% over adjustment at maximum distance of my club. One of our spider ladies has shown me the backspin shot with a strong tailwind, so I'm still trying to figure this shot out. I just haven't gotten the tailwind to do so. So I will update this video in the future with different shots, and I'm also trying to dial in a shot from the left pad as well. So again, this shot will be updated in the future, but if you want to play the sniper backspin shot, it's going to play at a plus 20% over adjustment at max distance of your club. And remember guys, hit perfect. Happy golfing.